Buying a luxury car is easy. Anyone with a big enough down payment and a decent credit score can drive one off the lot today. Keeping one running for the next 10 years without quietly bleeding your savings account dry is an entirely different challenge, and it's one most buyers never research until the bills start arriving. Today we're counting down 5 luxury cars that consistently top the list for the highest maintenance costs in the industry, and exactly why each one ends up costing so much more than buyers expect. Let's start the countdown from number 5. Number 5. Range Rover. Starting the countdown at number 5 is the Range Rover, Land Rover's flagship luxury SUV, and a vehicle whose maintenance bills have become almost legendary among mechanics and owners alike. Consumer Reports data consistently places Land Rover at the very bottom of the reliability rankings, with site index equals 9.1, 10-year maintenance costs reaching roughly $19,250/site, among the highest of any mainstream luxury brand tracked. The root of the problem lies in the Range Rover's genuinely complex engineering. Since this SUV combines a sophisticated air suspension system, an advanced electronically controlled terrain response system for off-roading, and dozens of interconnected electronic modules that all need to communicate flawlessly, and when even one of them fails, diagnosing the issue often requires specialized Land Rover diagnostic equipment that most independent shops simply don't own. The air suspension system in particular has developed a well-earned reputation for failing well before the vehicle reaches high mileage, and replacing a single air strut assembly, along with the compressor and related sensors, can easily run into thousands of dollars per repair. Land Rover also uses a meaningful number of parts sourced exclusively from British suppliers rather than sharing components across a larger global parts network the way German manufacturers often do, which drives up both part costs and repair wait times since dealerships frequently need to special order components rather than pulling them from regional inventory. Electrical gremlins remain one of the most persistent complaints among long-term Range Rover owners, with everything from infotainment glitches to warning lights that appear and disappear without explanation, each visit requiring diagnostic labor billed at premium dealership rates. None of this changes the fact that the Range Rover remains one of the most genuinely luxurious and capable SUVs money can buy, with an interior that rivals far more expensive vehicles and off-road capability that few true luxury SUVs can match. But any buyer considering one needs to budget aggressively for repairs, ideally by setting aside a dedicated maintenance fund from the very first day of ownership rather than being caught off guard once the factory warranty expires. Number 4. Mercedes-Benz S-Class. At number 4 is the Mercedes-Benz S-Class, the brand's flagship sedan and the vehicle that has defined what a luxury car should feel like for generations. Yet it also carries a well-documented reputation for expensive upkeep once the factory warranty runs out. Consumer Reports and independent cost trackers consistently place Mercedes-Benz among the priciest brands to maintain over a 10-year ownership period, with data showing Mercedes models running more than double the maintenance cost of a comparable Lincoln over that same span, and the S-Class sits near the top of that cost curve within Mercedes' own lineup. Much of this comes down to the sheer volume of advanced technology packed into this flagship sedan, since the S-Class typically debuts nearly every major piece of new Mercedes engineering before it trickles down to cheaper models, meaning owners are essentially paying to maintain cutting-edge systems years before independent shops have gained enough experience working on them to offer competitive pricing. A simple brake job on this car uses premium ceramic composite brake compounds specifically engineered for the S-Class's weight and performance characteristics, and a routine pad replacement can easily run into 4 figures once labor is included, a bill that would barely register as a moderate repair on a mainstream sedan. The S-Class also frequently comes equipped with an air suspension system similar in complexity to the Range Rovers, along with an extensive network of cameras, radar sensors, and driver assistance hardware that all require periodic recalibration, each visit adding meaningful labor cost on top of parts. Because Mercedes dealerships maintain premium hourly labor rates that reflect the brand's positioning at the very top of the luxury segment, even routine services like transmission fluid changes or spark plug replacement cost noticeably more than the identical job on a mainstream vehicle. For a buyer who genuinely wants the single most refined, technologically advanced sedan in the world, the S-Class remains unmatched, but going in without a realistic maintenance budget is one of the most common regrets among owners once that factory warranty coverage quietly expires. Number 3. Porsche Cayenne. Coming in at number 3 is the Porsche Cayenne, the SUV that single-handedly rescued Porsche's finances decades ago and remains one of the brand's best-selling models today. Yet it carries maintenance costs that catch many buyers off guard who assume an SUV should be cheaper to maintain than a dedicated sports car. Porsche as a brand consistently ranks among the most expensive manufacturers to maintain over a 10-year ownership window, and the reasoning comes down almost entirely to the brand's uncompromising engineering philosophy, since Porsche builds performance-oriented components into even its family SUV rather than scaling back engineering ambitions simply because the vehicle carries more doors and a larger cargo area. Brake rotors on the Cayenne, particularly on higher performance trims equipped with larger performance brake packages, cost dramatically more than equivalent parts on a mainstream SUV, and that cost multiplies further on examples fitted with optional carbon ceramic brakes, where a full replacement set can run into the tens of thousands of dollars, an eye-watering figure most SUV owners never expect to encounter. The Cayenne's available air suspension and adjustable damping systems, while delivering a genuinely superb ride quality that adjusts seamlessly between comfort and sport settings, introduce the same category of expensive failure points found on the Range Rover and S-Class, requiring specialized diagnostic work and premium replacement parts when components eventually wear out. Porsche's dealership network also maintains some of the highest hourly labor rates in the entire industry, a reflection of extensive brand-specific technician training requirements, meaning even routine maintenance items like oil changes cost noticeably more than an equivalent service on a mainstream SUV from almost any other manufacturer. Turbocharged engine variants add yet another layer of cost, since turbocharger components themselves represent expensive, specialized parts that aren't interchangeable with cheaper mainstream equivalents. For a buyer who wants genuine sports car engineering wrapped in SUV practicality, the Cayenne remains one of the most engaging vehicles in its class to drive, but the maintenance bills reflect exactly how much genuine performance engineering went into building it. Number 2. BMW X6. At number 2 is the BMW X6, the coupe-styled SUV that essentially created its own segment when it launched, blending sporty styling with SUV practicality, and one that carries meaningfully higher maintenance costs than BMW's more conventional SUV offerings. Consumer Reports data places BMW firmly among the more expensive luxury brands to maintain over a decade, and within BMW's own lineup, performance-oriented and technology-heavy models like the X6 tend to sit above the brand average, since this vehicle typically comes loaded with BMW's most advanced available options rather than being positioned as an entry-level offering. The X6 sloped, coupe-inspired roofline isn't just a styling choice. It also means more complex body panel construction and specialized glass shapes that cost considerably more to source and replace following any kind of collision damage compared to a traditionally shaped SUV. Under the hood, buyers frequently option the X6 with BMW's more powerful turbocharged inline-6 or available V8 engines, and these higher output engines run tighter tolerances and more sophisticated turbocharging systems that demand more frequent, more expensive maintenance intervals than the base four-cylinder engines offered on smaller BMW models. The X6 standard adaptive suspension system, which continuously adjusts damping to balance the vehicle's sporty handling character against everyday ride comfort, represents another significant long-term cost center, since these electronically controlled dampers eventually wear out and require specialized replacement units that cost substantially more than traditional passive shock absorbers. BMW's extensive run-flat tire technology, standard across most of the lineup including the X6, also means tire replacement costs run higher than a comparable vehicle riding on conventional tires, since run-flats use reinforced sidewall construction that both costs more upfront and typically wears faster than standard tires. For a buyer drawn to the X6's distinctive silhouette and genuinely engaging driving dynamics for such a large vehicle, the ownership experience delivers real excitement. But the maintenance bills over a decade of ownership reflect every bit of that performance-focused engineering packed into an SUV body. Number 1. Bentley Continental GT. And the number 1 spot, the single most expensive luxury vehicle to maintain according to current industry data, belongs to the Bentley Continental GT, a genuinely spectacular grand touring coupe that combines handcrafted British luxury with maintenance costs that can genuinely rival a modest home renovation. Industry cost analysis places Bentley at the very top of the maintenance cost rankings across the entire automotive industry, with site index equals, for one, 10-year maintenance and repair costs averaging around $36,500/site, a figure that dwarfs even other exotic and ultra-luxury brands. Nearly everything about how this car is built contributes to that number. The Continental GT's interior uses genuine hand-stitched leather sourced and cut by individual craftspeople rather than automated assembly processes, meaning any interior repair following an accident or simply years of wear requires similarly specialized hand labor that few shops outside Bentley's own certified network can replicate to factory standard. Under the hood, depending on configuration, buyers get either a twin-turbocharged W12 engine, a genuinely complex and low-volume power plant shared with very few other vehicles on Earth, or a twin-turbo V8, and both options use components built in far smaller production runs than a mainstream luxury engine, meaning replacement parts simply cost more because there are fewer of them being manufactured at any given time to spread costs across. Bentley's dealer and parts network remains dramatically smaller than mainstream luxury competitors, meaning many parts require special ordering directly from the factory in England, extending repair timelines from days into weeks, while owners wait for parts to cross the Atlantic. Labor rates at Bentley's certified service centers reflect the brand's position at the very top of the automotive hierarchy, with technicians undergoing extensive specialized training specifically for Bentley's unique engineering, and that expertise comes at a genuinely premium hourly rate. Even routine consumables like tires are engineered specifically for this car's weight and performance envelope, meaning a full-set replacement costs multiples of what a mainstream luxury sedan owner would pay. For a buyer who genuinely wants one of the most opulent, powerful, and exclusive Grand Tourers ever built, the Continental GT delivers an ownership experience unlike almost anything else on the road, but it demands a maintenance budget that very few luxury car buyers, even wealthy ones, fully anticipate before signing the purchase paperwork. That's the countdown. 5 genuinely incredible luxury vehicles that deliver real prestige and real engineering, but also carry maintenance bills that can quietly drain a bank account faster than almost any other car-related expense. The lesson here isn't to avoid luxury cars entirely. It's to research the true 10-year cost of ownership before signing anything, because the sticker price is genuinely only the beginning of the story. Let me know in the comments which one of these 5 surprised you the most. And if you want to see the luxury cars that deliver the exact opposite, genuinely low maintenance costs without sacrificing prestige, subscribe and turn on notifications so you catch that video the moment it drops. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.